All right, so Bitcoin is taking a crash right now. This is a crash for sure. This is a capitulation. I'm going to this is pretty much about encouragement and showing you the longer term perspective with Bitcoin and actually what is happening right now. I'm going to get into that, but first please like and subscribe and check us down below for our CT Club where you get our trade alerts, our portfolio updates, and what we do every Monday now is we have an open discussion of what's happening in the space for about an hour. So you can check that out. The link is below. Okay, so yesterday we got the news that inflation, or CPI, that's government inflation, Federal Reserve inflation, is at 8.3, down from 8.5%. Okay. But let me go over some figures really quick, and I'm going to explain to you why this matters with the price of Bitcoin, okay? So gasoline is up 44% in the last year. Airline tickets up 33%. Used cars 23%. Hotels 23%. Oranges up 17%. Tires up 16%. So I'm just saying, where are they getting these numbers? Well, it's because they don't include food or energy in their CPI figures. So this is to keep the persona that, you know, inflation is really low. Okay, so what is happening right now? Why is the price crashing? Well, it's pretty much stop hunters. It's it's people that are over leveraged. It's people that had no right to be in this space with, you know, taking up a lot of leverage. So some people are up taking 15x leverage, 100x leverage in some cases. So these people are getting liquidated and they're having to sell, which causes more of a cascade. But this is actually good, you know. I mean, we're getting some capitulation right now, and the price is really attractive right now, and we have been buying, as our CT Club knows. Okay, so that we've actually experienced 7 weekly red candles in a row. That's never happened before, okay? This reminds me of March 2020 when the whole world was collapsing essentially. But I'm not worried about this, and let me explain why. Okay, so a lot of people are saying that this also has to do with the stock market. Okay, so Bitcoin, keep in mind, sometimes it correlates with the stock market and sometimes it doesn't, okay? It goes off and on. It doesn't always do that. So, you know, the people that are like, okay, whatever the market does, that's exactly what Bitcoin's gonna do. Bullcrap. That's not true. It has depegged from the stock market as well as the US dollar. So the US dollar index is very high as well. But we don't have to worry about that because number one, Bitcoin's hash rate is at its all-time high right now. And that is just pretty much the strength of the network, all right? It's how secure the network is. And that's, I mean, guys, you're the most secure network in the world that cannot be printed into oblivion like they are doing with the US dollar and all other fiat currencies. So selling at $27,000, that's kind of crazy, all right? Anyways, so lastly, okay, so Bitcoin's highest volume in a year is right now, pretty much. And the RSI is oversold. I know a lot of people say the RSI is meaningless or whatever. Whatever. Most charts are pretty much meaningless if you don't compare it with other charts, obviously. But I would say that this is definitely a place where dollar cost averaging is really important. And I see that Bitcoin within a couple years, or even a year, or even a couple months, is going to be potentially much higher. And you know, you can't go wrong with buying Bitcoin dollar cost averaging on the way down and not going into leverage. Okay, that's just my take. I hope you have a good day. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.